video, we're going to see how we can open magic portals and travel into different rooms using our powers. This effect is pretty easy to do, but the most important thing is the filming. So first, let's see what type of footage we need and how we can get them. For this effect, we're going to need 2 videos. In the first video, we're going to have our empty shot, film it for like 10 seconds or so, and then you're going to walk in, pretend like you lost something, and then do this portal opening effect, and then jump towards that point. Once you made your jump, you can exit the scene, and then we can take the second video. Start the second video in a new location. Once again, we're going to film the empty shot for like 10 seconds or so, and then we're going to come in from a corner, starting with a jump, and then we're going to find the object that we were looking for. The best time to film this is in the afternoon because you can just use the LEDs in your house and the light bulbs to create an artificial environment, which is perfect for this VFX. Now that we have both our videos, let's see how we can edit them in Filmora 11. Select the empty shot, right-click, speed, add freeze frame. Use the edge right here to increase the length of your freeze frame, and that way we can have it even after we leave the video. Bring the second half right above, and then we're going to find out when we're making this portal. Right over here, I'm about to use my hands to open the portal, make a cut, end the video when you're jumping towards the portal. Then we're left with the freeze frame that's underneath. Let's cut right before we make that jump. Go to AI Portrait in the Effects menu and add this effect onto this middle screen, basically where you are drawing that portal with your hand. Once we hide the first track, you can see that I'm well separated from the background. Let's show the track. Move track number 2 upward so we can place our portal underneath. Let's go to the Elements menu and type in Superhero. Download this Superhero Cinematic Pack Element Series 1, and we're going to place this underneath our top video. Make sure to match the beginning of this element with when you're about to open this portal, because the element will open up in a circle, and therefore it should match with your hand movement. If it's opening from the other side, you can simply double-click on this element and just flip the element. This way it's going to open in the same direction as your hand. Use the scale and the position to make it perfect for your video. Double-click on this section where we had the human segmentation effect, and we're just going to increase the feathering with the second slider. Hit OK once you're finished, and now it's time to actually put ourselves within the portal. But before we get started, we need to put in the new location so we can clearly show that we're going from location A into location B. Drag the portal and the top video 1 floor up, and then bring in your scene 2. Look for the empty shot, and we're just going to make a cut. Bring this cut right underneath, right-click on it, and make a freeze frame. Match the freeze frame with the length of your portal video. First, let's animate the size of our freeze frame and make it relevant to the portal that's above it. So instead of having something like this, we need to make this new location show up with the portal. Move to a place where the portal is fully open. Let's double-click on the freeze frame video, go to Mask, and create a circular mask over this footage. Match the shape of the mask with the portal. And increase the blur strength. Now we can move into the animation section and make this background scale up as the portal is opening. Look for when the portal is full, make a keyframe, and then go back to when the portal is really small. Now we're going to use the scale X and Y to make this really small. We can also fade out this effect, so turn opacity to 0 on the first keyframe, then go to the second one and leave it at 100. Now it's time to add a portal effect onto our new location. Go to the Effects menu and type in Water. Add this water effect directly onto your freeze frame video. You can go to the Effects section and just work with how these lines are formed. Now it's time to put ourselves into the portal. Go to this little section that we made where we're going to be jumping towards the portal. Right-click, add freeze frame. Then double-click on this freeze frame, go to Mask, and we're just going to create a mask for ourselves. Scroll down and increase the radius. Increase the blur strength, and now we're ready to jump into this new world. Go to the animation section, make a keyframe right at the start, and then move in 3 frames. Use your right arrow key, 1, 2, 3, and then move towards the center of this portal. So we're going to be scaling down ourselves, but at the same time we need to bring it down so that we don't reveal the bottom of the video. So now we're going to be moving really fast towards the bottom of this portal. We then have to decrease the opacity slider because we do disappear to go to that new location. Hit OK once you're finished, and now we're going to type in direction blur into the effects menu. Add this onto your freeze frame. Go back so you can see how you look like before disappearing into this new world. Double click, go to effects, first increase the blur length, and then change the blur direction. You can get rid of the rest because we do decrease the opacity. Then we're left with the portal. Now it's time to do the same thing with our second scene, except now we're coming out of a portal instead of going in. Bring in your second video. Once again, we're going to separate the empty shot from the acting shot. So just like the previous video, I have my freeze frame background footage, the portal, and then the freeze frame of where I'm jumping towards the camera, showing that I just got out of a